What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We're back with another Musume video. In this video, we are going to be training Silence Suzuka for the CM. I believe this is also going to be the last training video before the CM, even though it is, I guess, the second to last video before the CM videos. Because tomorrow we'll be pretty much just focusing on Master Challenge. We're going to see if we can get mile and long distance out of the way. Dirt, I'm not really going to worry too much because I'm fairly certain I don't have any dirt Umas in the UBs at the very least. At the very least. Well, unless it's like capped with like a B, but we can give it a shot. But yeah, basically tomorrow I just want to see if we can finish up the rest of Master Challenge or not the rest, but mile and long distance, and maybe a little bit of a little bit of dirt. But yeah, today's video, like I said, Silence Suzuka, just to see. As for my team though, for the CM, well, let me go over this and then we'll briefly talk about it once the run is started. But for the setup, pretty much the same. Nothing's changed. Oh wait, from the last time, no stamina card, pretty much, because it is short distance still, so I'm pretty sure we'll be fine with whatever stamina we get. Pretty sure, even for mile distance, I'm pretty sure if this was a mile distance race, would be fine. But I'm thinking about my wise card, but I think I'm just gonna keep it the same for the setup that we used here last time for Kita, if I'm not mistaken. So one speed card, Amadai, Narita Taishin, wise card, Tamama power, Haru stay gold, guts, and Tucker Bryan friend card. I think this will be the last time also, for sure. I think this is gonna last time. We'll be using her, although this is a friend card, so let's just hope that next scenario we don't need at least 3 LB, but we'll see what Side Games is thinking. But with that being said, let's get the run started. But before we do jump into the run and go over the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I am in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the circle request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, let's get started with the training and see how this training goes. Because we didn't really have, well, if we're talking about the actual short distance Umas, well, those ones, they didn't match up to basically I believe the top 3 Umas that I have trained for the CM is Kita, Mihono Bourbon, and I think it's Cap, the normal Cap, if we were just going by ranks. But I do have a UB3 Bakushino. I don't remember what was the Hishi Amazon, but I do know the other short distance, Curran, House on Light, heck, even Hishiakabono. It didn't do above like UB3, so we are kind of just a bit limited on who to choose from, but it's okay. I was, I guess, pretty much prepared for that with the short distance, but it is what it is. What did I say I was gonna go over? Forgot. It's kind of funny because I said I was gonna go over it, but now I don't remember it. Oh well. What I can talk about, because I think I was gonna talk about it, was hopefully I can I guess once the new scenario starts, put in a little bit more extra and just trying out the training, but obviously, or the scenario obviously after my first initial attempt, because I like putting my first initial attempts. I like recording them, so it's gonna be basically the first day of training for that scenario is gonna be pretty much bad if I don't get what's going on, which for the most part, I'll most likely not get what's going on. Neither will I know what setup I should be doing. So it is what it is. We'll just see how that goes, and if in the next week or so, or less. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But yeah, I'm hoping I can get Silent Hill done before the weekend, because I think I mentioned it where I said I did finish all the other endings. The bad ending, good ending, and I think the UFO ending was what it's called. So all that's left is the true ending, which I left for the hardest difficulty run, which is not hard. It's actually the hardest difficulty if you don't remember, called Lost in the Fog. So we'll be doing that for that video. Will it be faster than my normal story run, or will I get slowed down because of the difficulty? Who knows? But I'm just hoping to get that done before the weekend. That way I feel like if my weekend isn't busy, then I can possibly knock out Dead Space over the weekend. I think it's gonna take like at least what, 15 hours. So in theory, if I do it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that's what, 5 hours, if there isn't any setbacks, I guess. But yeah. And alongside that, Pokemon is happening alongside. But we'll see what happens. See what happens. I still have pretty much until next, not this Friday, but next Friday? Yeah, next Friday to post it. Even if I have to wait till last second, late at night, Halloween night, I'll do it. I don't think I'll need to go that late though. Depending on how the weekend goes, though, that's pretty much where I'm gonna be relying on it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I guess with that being said, I'll start going over the comments. We haven't unlocked the dates. Oh well. First comments we'll be going over is from Rick. I hope these are all the comments. And YouTube is not BSing me. I hope. Let me see. How many comments does it say? It says there's a... I'm pretty sure this is a combination of replies and comments. Let me see if it's about the same ones. Alright, just based off how I think it's pretty much the same. So I think we're good there. Just had to be sure. But the first comments are gonna be from Rick. And the first one says, I still need to try to get a better Sakura Bakushino. We're so close to short CM and new scenario after. We are. CM and... Well, when this video's out, it's still gonna take like a day and a half. Pretty much. Until the CM is available or starts. And then this scenario right after the CM, I would assume. Like a day or two after the CM, I would assume. Right? I could check the news, but I'll check it before tomorrow's video or tomorrow's video. Nova responded saying, for the new scenario, I just hope that we don't need 3 LB or max on friend card. That's just stupid. I agree. I agree. I already said that in the beginning. I just hope it's not the case. If it is, I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad. Next comment from Rick says, a lot of times I say remember to save for our goat or our horse, for our goat or our horse Ogiri, but I guess it isn't 100% guaranteed we will get a new one. It is true. It is true. Because I feel like maybe they could have done it by now. Maybe. But at the same time, it's like we're looking for mainly a different outfit if we're going to talk about an anime collab. But we'll see. So I hope we get an anime Oguri and I'm saving her. If she doesn't release, I'll be sad. I'll be sad as well because been waiting for a different alt for Oguri. Although it is fair how she doesn't have one yet at the same time because there's still a lot of other Umas. I just wish she had a different one, whether if it's a different alt or her anime collab, but we'll see. We'll see. Then Nova says, will she be meta again like she did in the past? Maybe. Maybe. But is that really your concern? One, because you don't necessarily care about Oguri. Two, when did we start caring about meta Umas? Or really like caring whether they're meta or not? Because I thought all we cared about was using whatever Umas we want. So yeah. But other than that, thank you, Rick, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. And Nova for replying. Should I still do the... Nope, because I see this. I was going to say, should I still do the juvenile fillies or the Asahi High? Guess not. I can do the hopeful stakes if I wanted to. I mean, but this is... We'll be fine. We'll be fine. That was a pretty good training day, so let's go with it. Next comments we'll be going over is from Eugen. First one says, wow, I see Rick comments, so I eat lunch. I wonder who's next. We went from Nova to Rick. I mean, I guess it's either or. Maybe be Kazuki, or maybe go back to Nova. Or maybe Tanoki, who will get mentioned. I don't know. I don't know. But the next comment from Eugen says, and this would be a real comment. I like Dansu Flame, but we'll see if I randomly pull for her when the new scenario arrives. She will be around still, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I guess you can't do that. Plus you normally also wait till the last second anyway. Wait, Jungle Pocket? Is that a Pokemon? I don't even know what you were talking about. Jungle Pocket? You know, I don't know if you're joking or not. I feel like you are. So I'm not gonna bother explaining. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother explaining because I don't think you're trolling. Wait, I think you're trolling. I don't believe you don't know who Jungle Pocket is. Is basically what I'm saying. There's no way. So, moving on with the comment. Zenless got managed to pass through on pity, pull for Lucia, so I'm down the drain, unlike someone managed to get the W engine. Can we just say the names? Because I'm pretty sure the only person meant the word, I guess, that we know would be Nova. Because no one else really talks about Zenless. I think it was Kazuki who mentioned it, but like not really as much as we would. So yeah, you could just say Nova. None of this not naming who we know you're talking about, so it's fine. Do you already have her? I don't know what W engine should I place because I'm lacking, I guess. Well, I guess you did say you were behind on the videos for like a week or so, maybe even, well, I guess not since you commented. I guess that made sense with your comments last week, how they were just like me see no comment or me see no Rick comment, whatever it is. W engine for her if you don't have, I think it would probably be Rena's. I think. Could be wrong. Trying to think of the other options. What are the other options? Well, obviously there are A rank options. Those I won't know off the top of my head. But I would say if is Rena's only the option? Yeah, I think Rena's is the second best option. Or the first best option if you don't have her W engine. Because I don't think any of the others... Well, one, I don't think you'd give any of the others, and two, I don't think they work as well as Rena's. So yeah, I would say Rena's. I think one of the A ranks was like a Boom the Cannon. I think there was something like that. Not too sure, but I'm fairly certain there was one that was like that. And that might be one of the options for A ranks. Unless you have arenas and no one else is using it, then go for it. As for the question of do I already have her, I guess no point hiding it. I do have her. I did use her in the Deadly Assault video, and I did post a video last week, but you did say you were behind, so there you go. Poor me not even done with Boss Assault and Aeon Shiyu at 6th or 7th. So yeah, it's a sleep issue. I would assume so. So by the time I'm about to give time on it, it got reset and think we'll do it later. So need help for free signals, but yeah, we'll try, and the help I need is on the last day in case I forgot, and no update for it. Well, like I said, since you started working, you just been pretty much just tired this whole time. I don't remember a day where you weren't tired. Or at least a comment where Zenless is mentioned and you're not tired. So, and usually when you put triple Z, that usually means sleep and not Zenless. So, yeah. So yeah. I'm debating if I should race or not, but I'll just race. And I'm focusing more on short distance if it wasn't obvious. So yeah, more like I'm farming on this to get better stats for my dailies. But I made some progress on story during the weekend, but I'm still far from completion, I think. Well, it depends how long you put. I think it was like close to 4 hours. I think it was close to 4 hours. Did I want to do that? Not necessarily, but oh well. I was planning to get back on a previous vid, and I feel like I missed a lot of things, but all I know, there's only one comment much. One comment much? What do you mean by that? But yeah, you did miss a lot. If you might be missing a lot of context if you haven't been caught up, so yeah, there's most likely a lot. So you can say I peek a few minutes on the vid during lunch, and once I got home, I played Zenless in bed, so pretty much just fell asleep. Still on episode 2 on your Silent Hill F, and now I see Pokemon. Wow, envy because you have Switch. Wait, it's Switch 2, I guess. I don't have those, and I'm just a poor guy. Nope, it's just a Switch. I don't have the Switch 2 yet. Later on for sure, but not yet. I still have the Switch 1, and I'm playing it on the Switch 1. It's Nova who has the Switch 2. We can do this, this, and this. Someday hoping to win on the lottery, even if I'm not trying to get the ticket, so I can get Switch console. I don't think you need to win the lottery. Just gotta save the money. But you did say you wanted to get a PC, which I don't know. I don't know how close you are to getting a PC, but then you also mentioned other things, so I'm not really too sure what you're saving up for. And then update for my CM. Wait, I don't have an UMA yet train, and then I just registered. And you'll probably still do better than me for some reason. Other than that, thank you, Eugen, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is going to be, our comments are going to be from Nova. And the first one says, well, Stellasaur reroll and will be ongoing for a good week or so. So I heard they nerf the game from what the beta test was, so we'll have to see what's gonna happen. What do you mean by nerf the game? Like what got, you know, nerfed or what happened from now and the beta tests. I'm not in a hurry. Rather, CZN is coming up tomorrow, and I'll have reroll on that too. Yeah, I have Stellosora downloaded. I just didn't try it yet. Still focusing on other games. If I focus on Stellosora, well, there might be no Dead Space. Drama and salt, Shushu. Just drama and salt. Yes, that is all you remember. And Eugen shrugs as a response. Misspelling is just so common these days. I don't know, man. We might not know which characters we're talking about in the near future. No, I know what characters I'm talking about. But for everyone else who's doesn't know who you're possibly talking about, well, I may or may not know, depending on how I'm feeling. They'll probably get confused on who the heck you're talking about unless they can put the dots together. So, yeah. No, next comment says, you know Chicana? No, I don't. I don't know Chicana. I know Chicona. Chicana must be a whole different game or a whole different thing. I don't know what that is. Or who that is. Unfortunately. Horror games, chase sequence, and jump scares are bad. Shushu just built different. I did say I've loved the horror genre since I was a kid, so I guess you could say built different in that case. Although, as a horror genre lover, whether if it's the games or I guess since we're talking about the games, I hate chase games. No matter how much I love horror games, getting chase, like games that are focused on getting chased by the antagonist or by the enemy or whatever, I hate it. I hate it. Like, as good as Outlast is, I hated getting chased by the enemies. It was terrible. So yeah, it is what it is. But I get it. Jump scares, you could. For indie games, usually they're horror games. They're jump scares, more or less. You could tell that they're on purpose or not. Like, they'll deliberately put a jump scare at its specific parts, or you can tell when, as long as you predict it. Usually, depending on the setting or what's currently going on in the game, I'll probably figure it out. It's the same thing with horror movies. I mean, you could just pay attention and you could tell that a jump scare could possibly be coming up. If you're already not too scared out of your mind or anxious, I guess. Although even for me, who loves playing horror games and all that, I can still get jumpy here and there, depending on, I guess, the scare or not. On the scare, the atmosphere, all that matters. I mean, it'll only hurt Kazuki's future if his luck runs out. His luck is still looking strong. Well, it could be looking strong because his account's still pretty new. To think about that. That could be the case. Especially since usually new UMA players have a lot of currency to play around with, so you know. I do have that scheduled. There's nothing going on, so I guess we'll race. Next comment says meh. Meh. You can say I'm dumb or whatever, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna sweat about one of 22 gachas that I play. My point still stands. If you can 6-star Deadly Assault, then that's good enough for me. Or enough, in my opinion. Well, I didn't say I disagreed with you. Matter of fact, I agreed with you because... What was the question you asked? What is pretty much... something about account. I think I could just go back to that video. I think it was two videos ago. I think it was an Akita video. I think, let me see. Yeah, how would you measure his endless account? And I agreed with you with the whole 6-star and adding, well, being able to 6-star Deadly Assault. And if you're able to 6-star Deadly Assault, then obviously I assume you're able to clear shield defense then. Because shield defense should be easier than Deadly Assault. It should be. So if you can clear 6-star Deadly Assault, then yeah, it goes, to me it goes hand in hand with being able to clear shield defense. So I still agree with you on that, but that's a whole different topic from you saying, oh, I can't beat the Defiler because I don't have Seed. Which is one you already know is you're just coping. Because, once again, for like the 4th time, I beat it before Seed, before I got Seed, before Anby's buff, and I beat it after Anby's buff and after getting Seed. So that's all. That's simply what I said. And basically saying you sound like all the Hoyo players who complain about, oh, we need the new characters and all that. Two different topics. And I didn't mention anything about sweating. For me, simply is like I said, you just don't like any of the electric characters. For some odd reason, you're having a hard time with Anby. When you're, like, honestly, if you're gonna 2-star with Evelyn, then what would happen if you would use Anby, I guess, properly? Because it sounds like you're not using her properly from the sounds of it, but she's just your typical attacker, I'd say. I think if the Defiler was fire weakness and I were to use Evelyn, heck, I'd probably still be able to beat it with either Caesar Pulchra like I did with Anby, or Astra and I guess Caesar, because that's what the 2 teams I use with Anby. Except instead of Anby, I'd probably use Evelyn. Or if I did what I normally been doing recently, still using Bernice. But no, I still agree with you when it comes to the 6-star, but I disagree with you, as I always will, with you saying the whole, I can't beat it without Seed. But moving on forward, any more mentions of not being able to beat it without Seed will be completely ignored, no matter who it's from. Because, one, I already have proof in the first Deadly Assault the Defiler was in. That I beat it without seed. Let alone that was before Envy's buff, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Especially if our accounts are supposed to be pretty similar, Nova. Pretty similar with characters. So, yeah, definitely don't want to hear it. So, any mentions of the Defiler in the future, unless you say that you actually beat it, I will ignore it. And if anyone else says they can't beat it because they don't have seed, well, you're gonna get ignored. I'm sorry, but I'm over it. I am over it. If you can't beat it, it's simply because it's a you thing. But like I said, not beating it with seed, 6-starring Deadly Assault, 2 different topics. Well, 20 tickets is my record right now for Uma pulls. Can I get to 1 ticket? My luck will have to withstand the test of time. Well, that would pretty much mean that every time you do Uma pulls, you would have to start off with 1 ticket just to see if you can get it. So you should probably start doing that if you want to see if you can get an Uma within 1 ticket. Did we fail that? We totally failed that. At least that's what it looked like. She had a sad face. Next comment says, and I'm the lucky mustard? Yes. Kazuki's Mad Luck base. Yes, I would still say you're the lucky mustard because how long have you been going? Almost 2 years? That's all I gotta say. Kazuki, you can literally argue that it's probably just because he started his account fresh. Or what they would say, beginner's luck. While your account had you pulling for Umas at 40 below, or 4 pulls or 40 pulls. Or 10 pulls or 40 pulls. 40 single pulls. Yeah. For 2 years? For the most part? And not touching pity? Only reaching over half pity once in almost 2 years? Yeah. Who else can pretty much say that? Sure, you may have been selective with your pulls, but now Kazuki has reached the point where he has to be more selective with his pulls. So yes, you're still lucky. I'm not changing my mind. I don't know how many people, I don't know how people, not how many. I don't know how people play alt accounts, to be honest. If I played 2 accounts for every gacha I played, then that's 40. Same. Pretty much 40. Makes no sense. It makes no sense. Essentially, that alt account could be just basically another gacha game if you think about it. If you think about it. I could only literally, I guess I could only justify alt accounts if that's literally the only game you play. Yes, the only game you play. This includes console games, PC games. It's just, this is the only game you play. Or at least probably one of the other 2 or 3 games you played, I guess. For those who can't get enough short skills, then I guess that's their shortcoming. Yeah? Parent training is the name of the game. By the way, are you starting parent training at all, Shushu? Or in general, I haven't. If I were to start, it'd probably be for the new scenario, but at the same time, I would probably have to figure out the whole auto setup for the new scenario, which I'll probably defer to you guys on that so I can at least get some auto runs to possibly get some parents, maybe. Maybe. Hopefully. So maybe within a month or two. Or I should say the month, since the new scenario's in like a week. Aguri is second priority. Also, I got Turbo to 5-star. I was gonna say, I'm surprised it took you this long. But I shouldn't be, because my Turbo has been 5-starred for a long time now. So I'm not surprised yours isn't until now, because you were only getting like 4 or 10 pulls for 40 tickets for your pulls, right? Recently was like 20. So I mean, I'm not surprised. I'll take Camo over Cheval, just some whale things. Sure, I'll take it. It is what it is. Waiting for that Dead Space video, and I'm turning into the Necromorphs as I speak. Oof. Well, you're still gonna be waiting. Your sense of time is hilarious. I know that we live in the same country, but for some odd reason, it seems like your time zone is in Antarctica. I guess that's what being nocturnal is. Most likely. For the most part, my sense of time is fine, but I guess... yeah, it's... I'm pretty much a night owl for the most part. YouTube has been recommending some videos saying the Pokemon game is mid-tier, trash, and I'm like, cool. I wouldn't know until I play it for myself. Not sure why everything's trash these days, but it seems to be that way whenever a new game or gacha releases. Is because people are expecting it to be released, or people are expecting it to be made towards their expectations, I guess. Me personally, I'm having fun with the game. I really, like I said, never really had any problems with Pokemon games. I've always enjoyed them. But it's because they just have a lot to complain about. Which is why I don't care what they say. They repeatedly say the same things. They can complain and all that. I'm still just going to play the game as long as I enjoy it. And I'll always keep it that way. But other than that, thank you, Nova, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Let me refresh just in case there's another comment, but it doesn't seem like it. Or another new comment, but the last comments are going to be from Kazuki. And the first one says, I don't either, but my main is way better than my alt. My alt is just average. It's like if I can't pull the Uma that I want on my main account because of lacking carrots, then maybe I'll give my shot on my alt account and spend a little carrots. But this is where the whole alt account thing kind of goes like, do you actually find yourself using your alt account as much as your main account? I only say this is because it's like, I feel like at one point, because that's what happened to me. I feel like at one point, I just got tired of logging into the second account. Because in a way, it was just similar. It was like similar, but not at the same time. Because obviously, there's characters that we may or may not have in either account. But it is what it is. I'm just curious. Eugen responded saying, "Throw that out into trash bin. Will make a better left." I was trying to figure out what that meant, but I'm a little confused, so I'm gonna just move on to Nova's response, and it says, get a global Uma alt account to really infuriate Eugen. I don't know. It's global. Do we really care that much? Unless you're a global main. I don't know. Thank you, Eugen and Nova, for replying. Next comment says, I'm also done building Espoir Chan. I was about to say city, but you put Chan. I'm quite satisfied with it since I got her to S short aptitude, but yeah, lacking skills on her, which honestly should be expected because, well, unless you got short distance skills or other front leader front runner, I think, was it? I don't remember, but yeah, unless you got those, you're pretty much stuck with whatever you have available, which we're pretty much in the same situation because, as you can see, I was picking random skills. Let me just go over the last few comments. Oh god, the autocorrect keyboard on phone is just too funny. I didn't mean Kawasaki though. I mean, could have. I just had to give the, you know, it's fair. It's all right. No worries. I knew who you meant. At least it was, yeah. Down to Flame career sucks and sad. Losing to her rivals just like what happened on the anime and IRL. That is why I want to hug her and comfort her. Well, is it that bad? I wouldn't know because I don't know have her. Well, I just wish you luck on your Dansu Flame trainings then. And then lastly, yeah, I already fall for the scam banner and Scamcha, but yeah, if it's a good bait, then pull for it. If you like it, no one's gonna stop it. No one's gonna stop you. Also, I like Tamama's power card, visual art, too freaking cool, plus her VA. I mean, I think for a new player at the time when you did the almond eye and all that, I think at that time it's fine because you're a new player. So obviously took your chances on getting some cards, and then half anniversary obviously rolled by not so long after that. Well, obviously you'll be pulling. So if this was like someone who's been playing for like over a year and they pulled on that banner, then I'd be questioning them even more. But you were fine because in your situation you were brand new spanking player, JP, so it's fine. But with that being said, thank you for all the comments, Eugen, Kazuki, Nova, and Rick. Appreciate it as always. And with that being said, let us end this video so I can get it edited. And oh, we don't need this, so I can get edited, uploaded, and possibly either record more Pokemon or finally get started on Silent Hill, because I do need to get that done by Friday. But I'm honestly banking on the fact that I won't have too much of a hard time even with the increase in difficulty, but we'll see. Only time will tell. But ended off with 1894 speed, 1249 stamina, 1675 power, 1622 guts, and 1236 on wise. Honestly, I think this would have been better if I had better skills. But I think for the most part, speed, power, and Guts did well training wise. But with that being said, guys, that is gonna be it for this video. Like I said, this is gonna be the last training video before the CM. So tomorrow we'll be going back to the Masters Challenge. But if you guys didn't make it this far in the video, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how ready you guys are for the CM. And if you guys, I guess you guys are ready for the new scenario as well. And if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined our Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Request for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shoo Shoo. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. And then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel on our Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name just so I can make sure to add you into the circle. Not somebody else, but with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.